Hello.
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 Should we do our after cards?
Oh, sure.
Hi, this is Casey Kasem. That was just Lucien Nutter from Take Me to Your Bacon.
Hey, this is Casey Kasem.
All
Okay,
right.
start it.
Hey guys, I'm Brett Nickram. That's Andrew Mitchell, creators of Whales with Legs. We're trying to do this limited short form podcast style show to try to highlight other creators and
Whales with
uh,
words.
get some cross promotion. We talk about our show and
Their
talk about
show.
whatever they're producing to try to open up the world to other things other than just Whales with Legs. But so today we have Lucien Nutter, the creator of Take Me to Your Bacon, and he's a classy, cool guy.
Yeah, he's gonna be wearing a suit, and don't get scared because he's just a regular guy.
Look at all them stars, shining their light. Makes me sick. What are you looking at, moon? You big dumb rock. I'll show you a moon.
Oh, now you're gone. I can't hear you. Oh fuck! It's just me.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, now I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I have a microphone plugged in, but I'm not sure if it's working.
Yeah, no. Brett and I fucked with that for a while. Now I can't hear Brett. Can you hear Brett?
No, I can't.
God damn it, Brett! Come on back. How's it going, man?
It's going good. How you guys doing?
Good,
Alright,
dude.
Good. I can hear you. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, sweet.
We were talking about how your den looks like. I feel like I'm on Zoom with an attorney right now.
Oh, really?
Very sophisticated.
Yeah. I tried to set up like a little corner to do my video. I'm doing videos where like I interview the cast of my show, and so I
Yeah.
tried to set up a little corner for that.
I mean, it looks exactly like it. Whenever the last one you did with Francis Bacon.
Oh yeah.
It looks just like your little corner.
That was actually an old a sketch I did for like I was decorating my bedroom, and so that was a little sketch I did. I just reused the artwork.
Hello, I'm Francis Bacon, star of the upcoming web series Take Me to Your Bacon.
And welcome back to the show, guys. Whales with
And
Legs.
welcome back to Whales with Words. Today we have our special guest, Lucien Nutter, creator of Take Me to Your Bacon. Lucien, why don't you tell us a little bit about your project?
Yeah, Take Me to Your Bacon. It's been a labor of love over the quarantine. I've been working on it for about 6 weeks and didn't know anything about animation, but I really wanted to work in animation. So I've done a little bit of editing using Adobe Premiere, After Effects, things like that for my old job. I'm not working there anymore. And so I decided to take a next step further and learn animation. So
That's awesome. I mean, so you've only been doing it for the last, 2 months is pretty much when you picked up any kind of like animation skills?
Yeah, well, I did my old job. I used to work at an ad agency, and I did simple motion graphics using After Effects. But I'd always toyed around with using a character animator and things like that, just so I can secure, my role in my work, which unfortunately didn't work out. But
You're like, look at how valuable I am.
I know, look how I'm so valuable. Like I'm not valuable enough.
Nice.
I just kind
Well, you're doing a great job. I mean, I think for only taking this serious the past couple months as far as putting out content and stuff, I mean, you're all over everything. I mean, there's not a day that goes by where I don't see something about bacon.
Well,
Trying
so
to.
you started it as just like a web comic strip. How long ago was that when you first came up with the idea?
That was back in around 2018. I was just, one of the things I do at the end of the day to decompress is I do some drawing on my iPad. And one day I was just drawing randomly, and I drew the first image of the unidentified frying egg. It was basically just a fried egg profile shot of it. And I was just thinking, like, that kind of looks like a UFO. And then it just kind of like snowballed from there. And like, well, if there's aliens. Oh, aliens. Oh man, there's so many puns here. Like, who would they be abducting? Like, oh, bacon and eggs. Like, they're abducting bacon.
Sure.
And then so that's just how it all came about. And
Makes sense.
I made basically the whole first season of Take Me to Your Bacon was the comic that I had made about 2 years ago.
The one shot that you posted of the webcomic with the the binary coming through like on the bacon's eyes, it looks great. Like it looks like anything you'd see. I mean, not in the paper anymore, I guess, but I mean, it does. It look like back in the day. It looks like
The proper comic.
So I'm excited to get to season 2 where I can make up new stuff.
Yeah, it's gonna be great to get the juices flowing and not have to be like held into whatever you set for yourself a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
but, Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say I already noticed that like my comedy and what I think is funny has changed just in those 2 years since I first started.
Yeah, it looks good. I mean, it looks worthy to be animated from, you know?
Awesome, I appreciate that. Yeah, one of my biggest influences when I was a kid was Calvin and Hobbes. I just devoured all of those, and so
I always loved like Gary Larson. That was just I always loved farcical comedy, you know? Just the goofiest shit you can possibly imagine.
What do you think they're gonna do to us? Probably harvest our DNA to make hybrid alien babies. Harvest our DNA? How do they do that? Keep your yoky hands off my bacon bits, aliens!
I'm curious about your guys' story. Whales with Legs. Like, how did that come about? I know it's been like 7 years in the making.
7 or more.
Drunken conversation.
Ohio.
Yeah.
Well,
I had remembered in a biology textbook seeing an image of a blue whale skeleton and the vestigial appendages lost to evolution. You know, it's like, oh well, all whales have leg bones and hip bone fragments from back when whales did have legs. And then we were playing pool at our normal bar back home, and just kind of started talking in goofy. Nothing like what the voices are gonna be now, but just like whales with legs, like dumb little throaty, almost Australian sounding voices.
Whales with legs. Whales. It's the dumbest.
Shut up. Whales with legs.
And then we just kind of we decided we wanted to do some type of like Adult Swim style, Aqua Teen Squidbillies kind of show.
Crude.
And started piecing it together. And then Andrew moved out west to Utah for a little while, and then I followed shortly after. And it was maybe a couple years after the initial idea. We were living together and started writing a bunch of short scripts and storyboarding out the pilot on index cards. And our apartment was just covered with character designs and storyboard cards. And
there were girls there all the time.
hot bitches there all the time. Looking at
love
our
index
volume.
cards.
Index cards everywhere. But yeah, we picked up pretty seriously about 2 years ago. I ended up getting married and I had kids, and
I moved to Colorado.
Brett moved to Colorado and was focusing on his career. And a couple years into it, we're like, well, this kind of sucks. And we're like, we had something, with Whales with Legs. So we started talking more, and at least every day for an hour, we would kind of go back to our original concept for the show and the pilot, and just sort of be like, oh, well, remember that? Like, that thing made that person laugh and this one didn't. So we kind of reworked some things. And we had a buddy in high school, Bryce McLean, who's a super, super talented graphic designer. And we're like, hey, like, here are our preliminary character designs. Most of it was just like colored pencils and just, sketch.
I mean, they look fine.
No, they're cool. And they haven't really changed much, but he brought it to like a modern, animation character standard. And then when we got those back, we're like, fuck, like, now we really have something. Like, this looks awesome. Let's focus on getting this done. So
we made it a little more serious.
What's that?
We made it a little more serious after
we strayed away from
designs.
the Adult Swim crude, got a rough line style animation that we thought that we wanted. And we're like, let's move more into like a Futurama. Like, we really wanted to strive after like cinematic angles, things that you don't typically see in like a linear cartoon.
Melville's best. We put shit in boxes and you buy it.
God, TV sucks up here. Whoa!
1077. Due to unforeseen circumstances in our Endangered Species Division, the Board of Directors has officially lifted your suspension, effective immediately.
Holy shitballs.
We went out to LA last year before we had really, I mean, we had the story, we had the season outlined, we had, the pilot written and a bunch of character designs. But it was after that we met a guy, Shirley, who works at Gaumont International Television, that took an interest and kind of like helped guide us into what we should be doing. So after that, we found Igor, our animator, who just started doing some animatics for us, some black and white storyboard things that we started putting out. And after a few of those, we just talked to him like, hey, like how realistically could we do this in color, like full animation, higher frame rate, and just kind of worked it out with him. He was super passionate about the project. So we're just super fortunate to have found our animator, because otherwise we'd be a couple pages that people won't read.
Right.
How many episodes are you guys looking to do?
So we're kind of going for broke here. This is our Hail Mary. I mean, it's been a long time coming for us to get to this point. So we're just right now planning on putting this pilot out. We've got somebody at UTA, so an agent at United Talent Agency, that's going to accept it from us. So that'll probably be the first send that we do. And then the next send on that pilot will be to Shirley, like Brett said earlier, at Gaumont. We've kind of been in touch throughout the last year. And we've given him, updates, little progress points when we've gotten back from Igor. And he'll be the next guy that we get it to. And then we're not sure if we're going to put it on YouTube or if we'll tease it. We really haven't thought ahead of just
probably, once we have it, we're going to want to put it out. So we'll probably just, throw it on the Facebook or the Patreon page or something, but not really try to blow it up too much right at the beginning. We want to send it out to the few important people that we know we need to, and have a little bit of time to see how it's received. But we're planning on 10 episode seasons with like one special, so 11 total, where we always wanted a little bit of self-containment for each episode, so they could be watched out of order, but somewhat of a through line. So there is some kind of story that is being fleshed out throughout the entire season. But and then we wanted to do one Whale Tales, which would just be like our anthology episode that'll be all the characters in a scene from Titanic or from Brokeback Mountain, or like we wanted to do love stories for that first anthology. So, and we thought it'd be funny to have Aldi and Brandt being gay on a mountain.
Humpback Mountain.
Broke Humpback Mountain.
Humpback, yeah, there you go.
We wanted to do like Titanic, Pocahontas, and Brokeback Mountain, and then every time Brandt just like, why am I always the girl in these stories?
Humpback Mountain is good though. I'm stuck on that.
Humpback Mountain.
Yeah, Humpback Mountain. It's pretty fucking good.
Hey boys, you hot cocks with legs ready for another round, or would you rather just take me into the back and pay off your tab? Just beers, thanks.
Yeah, that's why we're envious of you. You've done all this yourself, and it's like if Brett's fucking awesome at drawing. He's like little anime characters and everything, and he did most of the storyboards, but we couldn't do what you do. There's no way.
Yeah, especially just one person. It's impressive.
It just takes a lot of free time with nothing else to do.
Don't stop. Don't stop.
But animation's always where I wanted to work. I really want to write for animation, but it's just tough. There's a couple studios up here, Shadow Machine, who makes the BoJack Horseman.
Yeah.
And I've been applying to them, but they are really only looking for people with animation experience. And so
keep doing what you're doing. I mean, and even then, I'm sure there'd be an exception to it. If you put, the series is out, by the way. It came out, Thursday?
The new BoJack?
No, your series.
Oh, my series. Yeah.
The 6th.
It came out on the 6th.
August 6th.
August 6th. So anybody who's watching this, if you haven't already seen it, last Thursday, August 6th. He released Take Me to Your Bacon on YouTube, and you can watch the first episode along with other character introductions and trailers that he's put out.
And probably by the time we cut this down and put it out, it'll probably be after you have the second episode out. Because you'll be doing the second one. You'll keep it every Thursday, right?
Yeah, every Thursday, and then I'm trying to release another series on Monday. It's like a recap episode, kind of based on those. What was the show after The Walking Dead where everyone just talked about
The Talking Dead.
Yeah. So it's like that. We call it TMTYB Treats.
I saw you post something about that.
Yeah, so it's going to be a Zoom call like this, but I'm going to have the characters in their own little homes and social distancing.
I can tell you what to do. I'm your creator. That's better.
I hate you.
I know.
Hell yeah, man. I think that you're definitely on the right track. I absolutely respect the fact that you've done all of this on your own, and it looks great. So congratulations.
I appreciate that.
Congratulations.
I appreciate you having me on here. It's
of course.
It's really cool. When you guys reached out to me, I was like, who are these guys? But you guys are really cool, and I like your work, and your stuff's really funny. So.
But we appreciate you doing this. And I mean, we just figured, especially with free time. I mean, I'm a video editor. And since this all happened, I've been working remotely. So it's like I can get the same amount of work done in a day while still being able to sleep in 2 extra hours and not have to worry about driving to and from the office. But so it's like I'm home all the fucking time. And, an 8-hour work day, I can get everything done in about 4. So that much more free time to, think about creative endeavors and all that. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys talked to me about how much it costs to make this. And I didn't really take into account how much money I'm losing working on this compared to working on a project that paid me. So I might have to look into this Igor guy you guys found and see.
Well, you should look into you should put yourself on these websites as a freelancer. Most of the people that are doing the same quality of work that you're putting out
based in the United States
are at least $38 an hour, 40, 50, $60 an hour. I mean, when I was like 18, just doing super, super basic motion infographics, I was on there, and it's easy to do, obviously. And I was making $100, $200 a gig from some dude in Saudi Arabia doing payday loans or some shit like that. But you can definitely make an extra buck on there. That and Fiverr, I know are two pretty profitable things if you have the skills. So
I mean, hell, we'll hire you for
one
of these other projects that we're doing.
Well, I hope you learned your lesson, Mr. Captain of the RMS Titanic. Crashing into icebergs isn't cool. Catch you on the flip side. Next time on Axeman and Base.
Well, thanks again for joining us. This is the very first edition of what we're going to try to do. I don't know how frequent these can be. We've been, online trying to find people doing things within the same realm, ideally, animated comedies and, amateur animations. And it's, there's not a lot of us out there, man.
Are you only looking for animation?
At least at the beginning, but
yeah,
I don't know. We want to talk to people that are doing the same kind of thing that we are.
Right.
Especially like you, where it's just you. But I mean, with us, it's still a skeleton crew of just 2 producers and 1 animator. But we want to try to talk to people that are just trying to show the world their passion, their dreams, what they think is funny, what what came out of their head. So anyone
and
else,
their quarantine. I think that I would hope to see a lot of projects like ours popping up right now, because it's I know a lot of people want to do things like this, and some have the talents like you where they can do it themselves, and then for anybody else, there's a lot of good opportunities right now. Everyone's sitting on their ass,
and especially creators that are going outside the box, like with your project, or like we were talking about our buddy Tim with Wood Patrol. We just appreciate anyone that can think of, that can flesh out an idea that's not so cookie cutter. Like, I of course, I love just about everything. I love all the adult animated shows that are out there for the most part. But it seems like And even with Gaumont International Television with F is for Family, it's like, it's a great show. It's funny, but it's still just like an animated version of that 70s show. Like, it's still just that family sitcom. And that is done really well with live action shit going on. Like, when you have animation at hand, why not go a little crazier and do something that you couldn't do, just with 5 people in a room?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, animation, the sky's the limit on what your imagination can come up with. So
nice.
It is kind of strange that they're only doing family sitcoms, but
at least the new things that I see coming out, like the big, the Fox shows that are, created by and starring 10 famous people. But it's like Bless the Hearts on Fox now, or Duncanville, Amy Poehler's show. It's still, and they're great. They're fun shows, but it's still just that family sitcom that why not have bacon strips abducted by aliens, Why not have a drunken robot on a delivery ship?
Why not have whales with legs?
Why not have whales with fucking legs?
Cool, man. Well, we'll cut it here. Again, one more time, thanks and congratulations on Take Me to Your Bacon. It looks fucking awesome, and
can't wait for more.
Awesome. Thank you, and your bread. It was awesome being here.
It was awesome meeting you, man. We'll definitely stay in contact, and we'll do this again. Most of us have time, so
yeah,
we'll have you back on, and we'll do a part 2 once you have a few more episodes released to the public.
Perfect.
All right, buddy. Good meeting you, man.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Hello.
This quarantine, prepare yourself for a tale from the far side of your breakfast plate.
Looks like somebody woke up on the wrong side of the pan this morning. I was having bad dreams all night. You don't remember what happened? You were abducted by aliens. Are those corn holders? Ah! So what do we do now? You could get a book deal or hit the talk show circuit. You could even start your own religion. Worship me!
We have a moral obligation to warn the public about the threat from beyond the stars.
My guests claim to be in contact with aliens. What do they want?
Why, to mate with us, of course. Keep your yoky hands off my bacon bits.
Greetings, fathers.
Ah, monster!
Special Agent Pepper Shaker.
Oh snap, it's the 5-0.
You're going to stop telling people about the aliens.
Why? It's a matter of nutritional security.
Forget it. We ain't no snitches. I believe this is your mother.
My boys!
We'd hate for anything bad to happen to her.
Mom is gone and it's all our fault. Do you know what this means?
That I'll have to learn how to do my own laundry now?
We have to go and save her.
And what makes you think that 2 hapless bacon strips can save the world?
This summer, pull up a chair and keep socially distant in a world filled with the supernatural and the naturally stupid, where breakfast food meets alien mythology.
Don't stop. Don't stop.
From the creative minds behind nothing you've ever seen before comes the ridiculous story of 2 hapless bacon strips and their encounters with extraterrestrials.
I wish we never met those aliens.
Take Me to Your Bacon. Created by Lucien Nodder.
I'm gonna be the tannest guy on Ancient Aliens.
Damn it. Why am I always the one who has to clean up? Oh, you're still here? The trailer's over. You don't have to watch anymore. Not sure why you even watched in the first place, honestly. I guess as long as you're here, you might as well give us a follow. Lucien, can we get some graphics up in here? Oh, it's so easy for you to put them up, yet you make me take them down. Thanks. I need a new agent. Well, that's it. You can go. Seriously. Okay. This is getting awkward. I'm just gonna leave.